Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share a grocery haul with you. I just went to Morrisons and I spent £40 and 8p and got all of these groceries and some bits for the kitchen too that I'll show you. And this will all feed my family of 4, 2 adults and 2 teenage sons for about half the week, and then we'll do another shop later on in the week. So there's a good few meals here that I'll share ideas for, lots of snacks, my kids' lunches as well. I'll talk you through as I go everything I got. And yeah, if you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel and let me know other grocery hauls you'd like me to share in the UK too. So let's just get straight into it with bagels. I got 2 packs of bagels over here. I make these for my kids' lunches and they were £1 a pack. So I got 2, so they'll actually last us through the week. So I don't need to get any more bagels. That's perfect for us for the week. I got 1 loaf of bread. We still got a bit of bread left over from last week. We're not huge bread eaters, but I just like having some bread, and this was £1 also. We quite like this loaf of bread. And the last bready bit that I got were these 4 mini naans. I'm not sure if I'm going to include them in a meal, or it's just good to have in the pantry. I'm kind of trying to build my pantry back up. We moved to the UK from Ireland a few months ago, and I'm each week just adding a couple little things. So then my pantry, I've got lots of meal options, and these expire the end of December. So I've got plenty of time to incorporate them in meals, and they're perfect to have on the side. For my fruit and veggies, I've still got a bit of fruit and veggies left in the fridge and in my pantry from the last shop. So this is just to add up. I've got some plums over here. I know we're sadly coming to the end of all the summer fruit, but these plums felt quite nice, so we got some plums, some apples. I actually like keeping my apples in the fridge. They last so much longer and they're actually really sweet and make such a lovely snack. So we got a pack of apples over there. I love here in the UK how you have your wonky veg. This is wonky carrots. They're 80p for a giant bag of carrots to snack on to include in meals. I made my first chicken soup of the season yesterday, and having carrots is just absolutely essential. This is the milk that I tend to buy because you can keep it in the cupboard. We don't go through too much milk. We're not tea, coffee, cereal eaters, but we do sometimes make hot chocolate, and so I like keeping these in the pantry. So I got a couple of these. So then we've always got milk that we can enjoy in hot chocolates when we want to make them. The kids like jam on their sandwiches, on their toast, so I got some raspberry jam. Got some pesto. I'm trying to build my pantry up, so we like pasta salads with pesto, so getting that, and I got some pasta, as you'll see, so I'll be able to make some pesto pasta salads whenever I want, keeping them in the pantry. I got some eggs, a 12 carton of eggs. I may make some hard-boiled eggs with them to have as snacks, or we might just have eggs as a meal. When I was living in Ireland, I was right next door to a supermarket. Here, we're a little further away, so I like to make sure I've got a couple of options for meals. So if we need to go an extra day without going to the shops, eggs are just the perfect option. Got some tuna and sardines. I like tuna, my husband likes sardines, so it's just a great extra meal or lunch to maybe make a bit of a salad with. I've got 2 packs of avocados. For my kids' lunches, I tend to spread the bagels with a bit of avocado and some cheese, and I've still got cheese in my fridge, so I didn't need to get any more. So I got a whole lot of avocados over there. For yogurt, I just got plain Greek-style yogurt. The kids actually like adding a little bit of jam, mixing it through, or having it maybe with a little bit of cereal. We do have some cereals from time to time, and more likely just have it with a little bit of yogurt. I have quite enjoyed these since moving here. Yes, it's really easy to make porridge yourself, but I often find that when I'm wanting something in the afternoon, I know this is more of a breakfast, but I tend to not really have much of a breakfast with porridge. I prefer having it kind of as an afternoon snack. So I've got these, and they were 3 for £3, so I got them. I keep them in the pantry, and when I'm kind of wanting something in the afternoon, this is what I have. I have some porridge, and that kind of fills me and is perfect. We quite enjoy tortellini, so these were 2 for £4, so it'll be one of our meals. I got 2 of these 4 cheese tortellinis, and I'll maybe have it with a bit of soup, heat up some soup and have tortellini, just kind of the meal that we've been craving lately. My husband saw this ox liver. He loves having liver, frying it up for his meals. So for £2, he got that to have as a meal. Wonky peppers, quite enjoying having different peppers. And these are wonky, so they're all odd shaped, but they look really nice. So £2 for a huge bag full of peppers that I've been making all kinds of salads, and I quite enjoy having those. My kids love their bananas, so we got a couple of packs of bananas, so we've got plenty of fruit. I am probably going to make spaghetti bolognese as our meal today. So I got this steak mince, £5, I think it was £5.15 for the steak mince. There definitely were cheaper options, and I usually would prefer going for cheap, but I just preferred how this one looked compared to the cheaper ones, so I thought I could fit it into the budget. I was trying to spend £40 today and I got £40 and 8p, so I was pretty happy with that. I went for the meat last so I could see what I could kind of afford meat-wise. This was the penne I got to make the pasta salad with, maybe a bit unusual, but I'm just going to keep it in the cupboard so we can have some salads, have pasta salads. And finally, with the household items, they had £1 each for an item, or you could get 4 for £3. And yeah, I'm having to build up all of my pantry, so we could do with another bowl, and I just had fun. There was a huge box full of all different plastic options, and I got these containers for my kids to take possibly as their school lunches, and I got this one as well. So it was 4 little containers for £3. I thought it was worthwhile just, yeah, building up. We got rid of everything when we moved, gave it all to charity, and now I'm kind of building back up again. So I thought that was great and part of my shop. And so £40 and 8p last us for a good portion of the week. Some of this will last all week, some's going to go into the pantry, so we've got some meals ready, so if we need an extra day or two before going back to the supermarket, then we are good for that. That is the video for today with my grocery haul for £40 and 8p from Morrisons. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, comment too, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.